2 days spent at our first anchorage was enough time to clean the hull and get some extra energy for the rest of the trip. Bright and early on the third day, we raised our sails and continued our journey.
Where are we off to now?
We are heading east to our next anchorage. About 220 miles, I believe.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a 2-day overnight, and then we'll anchor and rest some more.
How's she sailing?
Oh my gosh, so much better. We're already doing 6 knots like this. How's it going, Dan?
Fantastic. This is not gonna end well, I predict.
Somebody is determined to bake some bread today.
Very, very determined. It's more of like a test of my agility.
We've enjoyed all the meals cooked in our Gosan stove, but our favorite, by far, is good old-fashioned homemade bread.
So we have been babying our autopilot for the past few days because something in the wheel itself, where the belt is, has been misbehaving. And it's kind of worked, it's kind of not worked, and we've been kind of getting by, but now it like officially doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna heave to out here and see if we can try to fix it before we continue sailing. Take a helm off. All right. Oh yeah, she's broken. So it looks like our drive belt for the autopilot is broken. So that's kind of shitty. So it looks like we don't have autopilot for the rest of the trip. That kind of sucks. That's what the inside of an autopilot looks like. It's got the geared tooth motor that the belt sits on, like so. And then it's got, this is the locking lever that puts the tension on it. And then there's another little tension knob over here that adjusts the tension. So yeah, probably what happened is that our belt has probably stretched or something like that over the years. And that's what was giving us trouble for the last few days, and then it finally decided to just give up and break. Well, without Autopilot, it's going to make the second half of this trip a little bit more tedious, but for the most part, it's going to be on this tack beating into the wind. So with balanced sails, the boat pretty much sails herself. We don't really need to touch the helm very often, but it does mean we're going to have to take turns at the helm the whole way. We don't get to take a rest. So it'll make it a little bit longer, a little more tedious, but it's not too bad. Well, this is our first Mahi that we've actually brought on board. We've caught a couple, but they always seem to fight and break their way loose, so we're pretty excited. That's a beautiful looking fish, and we are excited to eat him for dinner.
Because we don't have Autopilot, putting the fish in and trying to helm and trying to video at the same time, it's a little tricky. So, easy enough, we hope to, and did everything we needed to do. Made some awesome ceviche, and now we're back on our way. That's good.
So good.
Super good.
After 3 days without Autopilot, we decided to stop one more time. It was great to drop the hook and take a break for a couple of days. Oh, and by the way, this is what 20 feet deep water looks like in the Bahamas.
So the weather forecast for the next 2 or 3 days is pretty calm, pretty sunny, and also no wind. So we pulled into this beautiful, lovely anchorage here. And according to our charts, there might be a pretty good snorkeling area nearby. So we got the dinghy out and we're gonna go diving and explore this snorkel area. So, bye! Just kidding, this is not the spot, but we're gonna go now. Tally ho, Dan!
And then down here it's like 10 feet, and then it's like 20 feet.
The best part about the sailboat is that we are in zero hurry to go anywhere, ever. And as Christopher Morley once said, there's only one success: to be able to spend your life in your own way. As always, we're super excited to share with you our next step where we get creative on the beach. But until then, cheers!
This is Dan's tan line.
That's what happens when you fall asleep on a sailboat and there's just like a rag covering you. Or these are my swim shorts, I think. Yeah. It's very, very liney.
Oh my god. That's so funny.